Okay, ne janeno gi jawinjo, wachopo kamoro ni Kakuku, dhot moro ni be iluonge ni Kowala. Koro wadonjo e dala moro ka, dala ni iluongo ni Kaluoch. To wadwa ng'iyo gik mang'eny matimore gi gik mosetimore, to gi gimomiyo gitimore. Alafu be wadhi biro gi weche mang'eny koluwore kuom tho mar jatendwa Ogai, Raila Amolo Odinga. Koro wan kachiel kachiel wadonjo e dalani, wadwa ni wawuoyo ane gowadwa. Owadwa no odwa nyisowa achiel ariyo adek, nodwaro mondo wawach kode gimoro. Chal ni entiere gi weche mabeyo monego jopiny winji. Kokamano to machiegni, okay, ne janeno, waseyudo owadwa no. Koro kachiel kachiel wadwa ni watwake kode achiel ariyo adek moko ma entiere go. Jakom.
Yes.
Iluongi ni ng'awa to ka kanye?
An nyinga en Meshak Oduor Aluoch. An wuod jaduong' miluongo ni Aluoch manosenindo. Nyasaye oket chunye kama okwe. Kama untiere ni untiere e clan mar Kukumu clan, Kakuku village. Koro sublocation en Lela sublocation. Location en Kombura. Mae dalawa. Erokamano uru. Koro e TV ulimowa e dala ka.
Erokamano. Koro wadhi adhiya direct gi weche monego bed ni wawacho. Nitiere gima nosetimore ka mane uneno kata joneno noneno ka Prime Minister ma Kenya manosebedo niluonge ni Raila Amolo Odinga nyocha otho. Koro in kaka in inyalo wacho ang'o ewi wachno, to effect mane ma samoro o affect go jopiny, be it negative kata positive? Nyalo wachonwa pachi.
Kuom wach tho mar jakom, jakom en ng'ama yudo nying achiel manyalo describe gima jakom en gima tek. Raila is anonymous. Omiyo kane jakom nindo, kata an nyaseparo gi e chunya, nikech an achiel kuom joma nyicha kwayo ne jakom, kwatimo supplication kuom Nyasaye mondo oritnwa jakom. To jakom obwogo piny kendo oyiengo piny mang'eny ahinya. To ng'ama ne paro ni jakom nyalo nindo sani ne onge, nikech kane ng'iyo baba health wise, ne en ng'ama healthy, nyalo jagol, nyalo ringo matin, nyalo jog. To king'iyo almost 3 months to tho mar jakom, ne bet look ma strange e face mare gi movements mage. To nikech tho nosing ne dhano, koro jakom to osewewa. An jakom ang'eye mopogore gi kaka ji ong'eye. Ke ji mang'eny nong'eyo jakom ni komako badi tiyudo gimidwaro. To otiep en yadh winy mang'eny. Koro winy nyalo pieti otiep. Otenga odak e otiep. Tula odak e otiep. Nyaka oyundi be ogedo kanyo. Thuonde be odak e otiep. Koro otiep chalo gi nam moting'o gimoro amora. Koro Raila noting'o gimoro amora. En noting'o gimoro amora, nyaka joneko, joma ngima, jomosomo, jomok osomo. Baba noting'o gi. To onge ng'ama noparo ni jakom nyalo nindo. To an kaka ang'eyo jakom, mokwongo ang'eyo ni jakom ne en ng'ama hono. Ng'ama hono tiende ni ng'ama odhiero ji ng'eyo. Gimobro timo sani gi gimobro timo kiny, onge ng'ama nyalo predict. Jakom was unpredictable. To each and every move manotimo, mostly king'iyo tibonwang'o ni was positive to a large percentage. When we work with percentage, all his deeds were mounting to a larger percent advantage for people. Koro mokwongo ang'e kaka hono. Mar ariyo, wasomo muma to wiwa owil gi gima muma wacho. Wadhi e kanisa, wadhi e msikiti, to wiwa wil ni Nyasaye nyaka bed ga gi ng'ate. Koro an abiro nyisou ni jakom ne en ng'at Nyasaye kaka wuon gi ne en ng'at Nyasaye. Nikech gik mane jakom timo wa beyond human being thought. Sani biro winjo ka jikoni jakom was humanitarian. Yes, he was a humanitarian. So while he was practicing humanity on earth, dhano noloso kuome sigu. Mano wawe kamano. Jakom nok los kuom richo mag ng'ato. Always he would talk positive things. Kotimo gi ng'ato gimoro, to biro loso kuom ber mane timo. Kanoloso gi Kibaki Lodge, en oloso kuom ber Kibaki. Negativity mar ng'ato, I personally, I know my negativity. Koro abiro nyisou uyanga mapok onyisu kabisa ni jakom ne en ng'at Nyasaye, just like Elijah, like Jeremiah was put in the dungeon, the cold pit. Jakom bende norwake cold pit. Nikech ok wanon muma to ok wasom muma maber, miyo ok wanyal ng'eyo ni jakom was a prophet. So I say it clear that jakom was a prophet. That is why nobody can fit on his shoes, in his shoes. En ng'ama kende modhiro ji ng'eyo. Koro kanyo nindo to ene nyaka piny hum. There was a time in the Bible when Elijah was overwhelmed with a lot of issues from King Ahab and Jezebel. Elijah noywak ne Nyasaye mopenjo Nyasaye ni wuora, afadhali ka ngimana, kech atiyo ne ng'awa. Elijah ne nigi teko moloro koth higni 3 gi nus. To Nyasaye nonyise ni doga ir Ahab, pod an gi dhano 7,000 maluwo bang'a. That is why Raila Amolo Odinga could not give up fighting for each and every one. Be you positive, be you negative. Raila was a man of the people, like Chinua Achebe spoke.
Alafu kachaka nyalo penji, nitiere wach moro masamba e mtandao kasani, like who is next kingpin? Wach kingpin ni ini nyalo wacho ang'o e wach kingpin?
Kingpin, when you talk about kingpin is in terms of politics. Political language ibiro tiyo gi kingpin. Raila Amolo Odinga was not a kingpin the way people speak it. If he was a kingpin, then he was a kingpin in the whole of Kenya, because he had followers everywhere, in Laikipia, in Nyeri, everywhere. Seen? So when you speak about kingpin, like here in Luo Nyanza, Raila tried a lot. He tried a lot. Raila okelo nyaka county governance. County governance no kelo nikech no neno ni samoro poko achieve presidency. But nyakone kaka oganda mani piny nyalo receive something. Koro no kelo devolution. Being devolution no ked godo ma Bomas draft oloki, mo bedo Kilifi draft, mo bedo Naivasha consensus. Raila accepted new constitution. Koro kata sani onindo to nyo osekelonwa constitutions e gwenge wa wantie gi loje mag gwenge makotiyo maber. Governor nyalo bedo kingpin mar area mare kaka county mare. Mana kotiyo gi raia to tiyo ne raia. But when you look at our governors, yes, we appreciate work done, but what is the profit of their deeds? Ineno. Kiloso kum kingpin, Raila could manage all the Luos, even the rebels. And at this time of Raila's death, you will see everyone want to speak. Everyone want to speak, which means corruption osedonje. Later on you will realize ni samoro ng'ato nogolo pesa kamoro mondo ng'ato wach gima kama. Kaka Jokanyanam, wadoguru chien, wadoguru e duol mar jokanyanam motelnegi gi MP Maseme, jaduong' Nyikala, wadog e duol mar piny Luo, to wadog ir jodong Luo kamoting'o Dungi Randa gi Tende. To doguru ir Oburu Oginga mondo nyiswa achiel ariyo moko mane ji ok nyal ng'eyo kuom owadgi, to en nong'eyo kuom owadgi. Nikech Nyasaye ong'e gimomiyo okaw wuoyi matin to we wuoyi maduong'. To korka kingpin, man is a political language, that is not administration language. Mondo mi ng'ato bede kingpin Luo kae, it's difficult because kane Kenya ochakore gi Jaramogi, Chieng' Oneko gini, Tom Mboya gini ne nitiere, Arthur Chwada gini ne nitiere, Ezekiel Apindi, Ojijo Koteko osiep Jomo Kenyatta be ne nitiere. To the formula mane Jaramogi inherit godo politics mar Luo Nyanza, it was not like any other person, because Jaramogi survived all those leaders and presidency. To Raila Beno survive all these leaders and presidency. Koro mich mar Jok Oginga en mich manoa kuom Nyasaye. Koro wana lema mondo mi Nyasaye omiwa ng'at machielo manyalo telonwa. To kuom oganda duto mwaneno gi. Dong'enyu uneno ka gitimo lend Raila. Gitimo lend jakom tanyiso jomoko ni rituru biro winjo gima Oparanya wacho. Oparanya kochung'o loso, to wach manowacho noywe weche te mane joluo wacho nyaka jo Mombasa nyaka jo mage. Koro walemuru mondo Nyasaye omiwa ng'ama nyalo riwo wi oganda ni.
To mano ng'ato jawinjo kata janeno nyalo dwaro neno ni weche mano Oparanya owacho miwacho ni noywe weche ma ji nosewacho. Ne gin weche mage?
Oparanya owacho maber, kuom higni 3 mokalo, gisebedo gi jakom ahinya e ng'ado rieko matut kuom weche matek. Manyiso ni Raila ne nigi ji te, to samoro ne nitie gi ji achiel ariyo moko monyalo ringo dhi irgi kata onyalo luongo ni to gini watim nade, udhi neno nade. Kech king'iyo lweny masani ni e ODM, bro nwang'o ka Secretary General mar ODM en ochung' straight gi wach mowacho. To kiwinjo jok mamoko, Junet Mohamed gini, winjo Hassan Joho gini, jogo be nigi pachgi manigi ng'e kuom jakom. Ineno? To SG mar ODM bende, en bende wacho stand mar party kaka osebedo koloso. To Oparanya kanoloso, to Oparanya oloso maber. Owacho kaka giwuotho gi jakom higni 3, nikech ing'eni in political system, ing'iyo balance of power and numbers. Ing'iyo balance of power and numbers. Oparanya en omako piny Western. To piny Oparanya kanyo wan go Tichilo Wilberforce, to wantie gi Ososi. Sosi en deputy party chairman. Ineno? Manyiso ni mago oganda wa. To kidhi Mombasa bende wan gi deputy party chairman. Tiende ni mago ne gin oganda wate. Koro oganda ni nyaka bed piny magiwinjre e dhok achiel. For the time being, Oburu omako leadership mar ODM. 2027 obor to bendo chiegni. Koro ei jogie gilos e yo moriere mondo mi Nyasaye omiwa ng'ato manyalo chung'nwa kaka oganda jokanyanam. A political bargaining or any way of seeking political power. Kamano.
To koro kachakwa dhi mbele, jo ODM ineno ka sani jomoko nenore ka gima samoro nyiero jowadgi, like ni sani koro jomibiro ting' badgi onge. Jomoko be wacho ni sani koro koka gin maber, to jomoko be ywak. In ka kori inyalo wacho ang'o e wache?
Kor ting'o bat, ing'eyo baba monyuolo nyithindo ong'e nyithinde kaka gin. chalo gi coach ma coach team. Coaches ong'eyo ni ma striker onyalo go number 9. Ma winger onyalo go number 7 to go number 11. Koro sama ne jakom kawo ng'ato to propose, kanyo ji mang'eny okawo jakom for mistake. Gimomiyo notimo kamano, jakom ong'eyo ng'ato, ong'e ng'ato matut. Emomiyo kobro wacho ni tim kama watim kama to bedo. For example, e Nyandowa kae. E Nyandowa ka kane Outa okwongo bedo first term MP, Jaduong' Omanga mosomo ema nokelo Outa. Outa notiyonwa maber, first term notiyonwa, skunde noloso. Koro kochopo second term to Jared Okello bende obiro gi Ford Kenya. To Jared Okello nouko Outa kabisa, nikech Jared Okello ne tiyo gi NGO, nokonyo mond liete in general areas. Koro ibiro nwang'o ka jomoko ne feel ni Jared Okello is the one. To kanodonje kind Jared Okello go Outa, to nonyiso Jared Okello kwe wuod jorotenge, we Outa nyarwath mondo oti. To Outa notiyo higni 10. For true, e Nyando kae ng'amosetiyo malo Outa onge. Jared Okello bende waneno kaka tiyo at this moment. En bende performance mare is averagely good. Outa ogeronwa skunde, for example, Lela Primary School, ne school manoserumo, ne onge classrooms. From classroom 1 to office. Ongongosa the same, Ong'eche the same. A lot of schools e Nyandowa kae Outa noloso. Outa okonyowa loso chiro mahero. Okelo nyaka otemo ma system mara health center improve to sub county level. Ineno. Bang'e onyiso koro kochopo kare to Jared Okello step in. To Jared Okello ko step in dong en bende ne en ng'at Raila. Koro Raila ne onge gi political enemy. Ng'ato nyalo chwanyore but Raila to nok chwanyre asache ni kaw sigu mikete chuny. Ineno. Koro kar mako lwedo, for sure, in the government of Kenya today, ere ng'ama Raila ok omako lwete. Donge mana ng'amo chung' ka yanyo Raila mondo oyud kom. Ema nitiere kacha. To percentage mare ji mang'eny, even President Ruto, mano is a candidate of Raila school of politics. Ineno. Maybe Abraham Kindiki was somewhere aside, no kene political generation. Ineno. Koro Raila to nomako, kichako kwano one by one, wakina Kabando hao ni students of Raila. Ineno. Moko bende gin osiepege. Yes.
Mano ka.
Koro sanie gima timore, waneno ka yie obarore to wane i chuny nam. Koro ka yie obarore to wane i chuny nam. Koro abal mar ng'ato ka ng'ato biro gole oko. Jomoko nyalo celebrate ni koro Raila onge mabro mako lwet ng'ato. To remember in your mind, how sure are you and what confidence do you have to speak before the people, mondo people elect you. And then note that when you will be campaigning, okwadwar gima iluongo ni lweny and riot. Kech jowa moko ero force things to themselves. Iwinjo. Lweny and riot okwadwa sama ji dhi chung'. Sani koro ji nie nam, ng'ato ka ng'ato biro go abal, ng'ama ncha gombo go abal. We are free now, everybody is to swim to the show. Push come to show. For 2027 election. Yeah.
Mano ber. Alafu king'iyo kar devolution ka, kaka Raila ne e wuon devolution, to koro sani oonge. Ineno ka devolve government ni odhi bet nang'o kod jopiny.
Devolve government no sebiro. And remember that if Raila could have a chance to be the president of Kenya, devolution do chopo kumabor. Devolution, yani civilization is the knowing of God and the knowledge of good and bad. That is what civilization is. Chakro krieko en ng'eyo ruoth Nyasaye. Some people have gone to school but they are not civilized in mind. You can hear how some people talk. Some people talk insightfully. We should learn from the developed countries. America is a federal government. Pesa madhi mashinani di mashinani. Pesa mashinani produce. The problem with our counties, they don't produce. For example, here in Kisumu we have rice. We have sugarcane, we have fish. These are three major industries in Kisumu County. That if we invest in them, we can bring even foreign investors like Japanese to invest the rice field, and you gain profit, and our people gain profit. That is devolution. Devolution, I could say devolution is at shark attack risk, because father of devolution is at rest today. But it is a phenomenon that has been brought to the people. So our people stand up for our rights and justice. Let devolution multiply resources and energy. You see? Yes. President William Ruto is working. There is no need to suppress devolution. If it was agreed that 35% should be brought to the county level, let 35% be brought. Why should you deny the man? Because maybe you are giving us, like in Kisumu, you could be giving us 7 billion, 9, 8 billion. But do you weigh what we call the salaries and remuneration of county level? When you look at, maybe you are just given money for salaries, but not for investment. See, that is why we need 35%, so that we can have some share that the county government can produce, can invest to produce either food or, you know, in production. When we invest in production, there will be job opportunities, and there will be surplus. So our people will be having food, and there will be surplus even for the county government to leak on, instead of leaking on capital. Then the counties are rendered useless. Yes. We should try to work the way Oparanya worked, the way Maendeleo Chap work in Machakos. It is for the benefit of our people. When a father and a mother is having children, you work for the benefit of your children. So governor is like a father of the county. So invest and help us. Stand up, the COG, stand up, let county government survive.
Togoro kigere ka chakwa dhi mbele. Nitiere kaka samoro jopiny nyalo penjore, nikech kipenjo jatelo ni penjo MCA mara ni mano tij MP, kipenjo ma tij governor. Koro ng'eni is kind of like jopiny nyalo bedo ni gin stranded somehow.
Yes, jopiny nyalo bedo stranded. Number one, Raila Amolo Odinga jakom ne pimo Kenya gi Singapore, to pimo Kenya gi Korea. Yes, it is truthful. The education that we've been having here in Kenya is just a wasteful education, because a class 8 cannot make even a toy. While Chinese students are making toys that we as parents we are buying for our children. That's already production. Another example, when somebody goes abroad for scholarship, you'll find somebody is in school doing some course while he's building his mother house back in Africa, is investing back in Africa, yet he's a student. So, system of education should be examined in deep concept, because we are going to school, but we cannot implement. We are theoretical. Kenya people are theoretical. We are not practical. Let us introduce practical school. I can hear the firstborns of my father, the first, second, and thirdborn, when they came out of secondary school in Form 6, you could hear somebody new carpentry in his mind, welding. Somebody could be electrician, yet just from secondary school. I could ask a question. Take a Form 4 student who has graduated. He cannot ride a piki-piki, cannot ride a car, he cannot do anything practical, even just erecting a semi-permanent house. See? Yet is a student who has done his Form 4 exams. So let Africans embrace practical education, especially now in Kenya where we enjoy peace. Bring in practical education and stop manipulating things. Education is not supposed to be manipulated. Money is not supposed to be manipulated. Again, elections are not supposed to be manipulated. Let the winner be announced sincerely in 2007. Who won the elections? Did IBC announce who won the election? With what percentage of vote? They never. See? So there are issues that our people take lightly, but it destroys. For example, voter apathy. There is a chance of large number of people not voting. Why? There is no civic education. You ask the war between the citizen and the administration. There is no what we call civil education. Civil education should be brought to the people in terms of seminars, in our local churches, in our local centers, in our halls. You see? Try to educate people, civil education, because this civil education, it is not in syllabus. I did history and physics and the civics. Civics. Yeah, history and civics. That civic is not in syllabus. So the like-minded or in political arena should bring what we call civic education, so that somebody should know what to ask an MCA and what to ask MP and the governor. I hear some people when Jared Okello come to donate to bring the bursaries, people would ask Jared Okello, should you build us this road? This road is so rotten. But Jared Okello would say, no, that is not my work. That is county government work. Yes. So you see there is a colliding confusion between citizen and the political hierarchy. Civic education, we need a lot. Yes.
Manobe, cover the part of security. Gwenka and I think Kenya lobby kata mane news kata online platform nitiere gimaro notimore aero kabisa mano ng'ade ng'ato ng'ute oket kuchocho. Mano hapa ni part of insecurity. To koro part of this insecurity ipani ngawama should be dwelling this thing so serious.
Security, it is painful to see somebody's neck chopped off. The head is on the other side and the body is on the other side. It is shocking. It is not something to be taken easily. See, what is affecting us here in Africa is what I spoke about, manipulation. When resources are being manipulated, that some people are becoming billionaires, and you cannot do what we call audit or in those wells. You see, auditing is not done. For example, in Kenya, people like V8s, we call the Porsche cars. But when you go to Europe, you won't see people riding those Porsche cars. People go for taxi and the local vehicles. What is happening in Africa is manipulation. When you manipulate resources, there will be no development, there will be no jobs. Insecurity comes affecting Africa and so third world countries because people don't work. When you go to Europe, there are some things that Europeans see like nonsense. You see? People sniping others' phones, you know, pickpocketing, robbery with violence. Those don't occur in modern countries. This is occurring because of what the Englishman spoke about, juvenile delinquency. It is brought about by people don't work, people go for education, there are no jobs. People are hanging. Up to today, the learned are going for cyber crimes. You see? Digital thievery, which means they steal through the internet. You see, they steal elections through the internet, they steal money through the internet, they con people through the phones. You see, why? Because there are no jobs. If people could be working, somebody who's come from work, you would just go straight to his house, relax, or he would go for football match, or if he's a sportsman, sports lady, you see, you will go and relax somewhere. But if you don't work, the mind becomes empty. You can think of anything negative instead of positive. You see, like here in the villages, we need empowerment. You can't tell people to go and plow farms, yet there are no components of plowing farms. In our area is known for long period of drought, which means people should be empowered, generator-wise, canal-wise, you see. When people are busy working, you will find no juvenile delinquency. Useless prostitution won't be there. Useless stealing won't be there, you see. See, somebody's son has been murdered. You cannot know he was a criminal. He was an innocent person. You cannot know. But if people now would come out and speak what is true. Then to our parents, you find my child is disturbing people in the community, maybe in a way of stealing. When the report is brought to me, I disagree. You know, people should talk. Chief and the local administration, like clan elders, we should talk and embrace one another. When there is wrong, we speak of that wrong. We don't hide it. While hiding wrong, these things will grow up to something else. But I still blame the national government for juvenile delinquency.
True.
Yeah.
And apart from that, like kakasani wanjo Kano, wati korma wanjo Kano. To hapa ni Kano ing'eyo gi flood. And do you think we have enough drainage manyalo control flood kubiro, nikech Kano ka ok diwach ni ma season ma kata nikech kata weather sani neno kama ka weather changing.
The problem that we have in Kano, there is a problem that is solved by its own people. Our own people can come up with a formula of doing 1, 2, 3 things. Like in the times of Dr. Omanga introduced 1, 2, 3 things like voucher, food for work. People could go and clean the canals. The river could be slashed. Because our local river, we can have youth men working around 3 months, and they're being paid. We can go there, we slash off the bushes in the river, the river gets empty, and it will empty the waters. You see? Our local drains, some people don't accept drains to pass through their lands. You see? When you deny a drain not to pass through your farm, definitely some people will be affected somewhere there. True. See, like in this our area, we are affected because some 2, 3 people refuse that their farms drain cannot pass through their farm. But we request even just 1 meter only that is dug by human beings, not by tractor. They denied, you see. And again, to deal with the Kano Plains, you cannot compare Kano Plains with Rotterdam in Netherlands. Netherlands was reclaimed from the ocean, man. And here we have a dry land, which means there is no knowledge and wisdom of handling things. You see? Nyando River would flood only once in a year, not exceeding twice. See? Once, not twice. But if you go to Nyando this time, even the Korusoin Dam won't have enough water to keep, because waters will come in during the spring. You see, well, not spring, spring, not spring, winter. During the spring, when the waters will come, they will overwhelm even that dam. You see, so what we need to do in Luo Nyanza, in Kano Plains, they are the elites. You know, elites know what to do instead of coming for the common mwananchi. Elites know what to do because they can study the map of Kano Plains through using a plane and then you look how Kano Plain is how water move in Kano Plain, necessarily the government and the donors can do something like the Abdel Nasser, Lake Abdel Nasser in Egypt. Our people can, they can invest in a lake. We have a lot of tracts of land that are not populated. When you go to Ombei, Masogo, down there, Miwani, they can decide and pay the owners of the land. And then a lake is dug. See? They can create a lake, man-made lake, even 10 kilometers by 20 kilometers. Abdel Nasser is 10 by almost 100 kilometers. It is, and it is the survival of the Egyptians. So we need to have a lake. And then African governments should then be enlightened, man. You see, there is another dam along River Nile, and that is why the lake is coming outside. You see, there is another dam that President Museveni constructed along River Nile, and that dam, the main dam, the collector of water is Lake Victoria. So you need to speak to that man, and that man need to be sober. Yes, because you cannot have the lake as your dam, and then people are suffering along the lake. Even up to today, people dumped their houses, stone-builded houses. They dumped because you cannot go there again. A lot of people are buried in Kaburini because our place was with water. How could we bury? You see? So floods in Kano Plain, first of all, the elites should look at that, and the government. And then the common wananchi should be sensible that when we are coming with the canal, you just create a way for canal that water should go to the lakes. See? Yeah, it is a collective responsibility. But the national government should look on that. Because that one would be, at times another generation would come and say it was just a massacre. They were just doing what they know. Because massacre is doing what you know to an innocent people. Somebody innocent in the down in Kano Plains, his house is being swept by water. Everything is gone. Kuku is gone. Goat, sheep are gone. Why? Because the elite have refused to do what is necessary to them.
True. Joka nyanam wachni ko kami tapani koro English koro donje tiende. Koro in general ka koro kapok watieko pod wadhi mbele. Ang'o mi in general minyalo nyiso jogweng'u gi as a whole, yani generally tu?
Jogweng'wa kaloso godo is equivalent to gima nyalo wacho ne jopiny.
Yes.
Let first have love. Wabeduru gi hera. Then hera biro nyuolo unity. Hera biro nyuolo unity. Hera unity, kwe bende biro betie. Koro an akwayo jothuru obed gi hera, gibedi achiel, to kwe biro betie. To kwatimo giwa, to you know, people never loved foreign governments like the Western never loved Jaramogi because they thought Jaramogi was a communist. I could ask them, what has Raila done? They just believed Raila was a communist. Now what have they seen? Raila was a revengeful man. What has Raila revenged? Out of Kamiti, Shimulatewa, Manyani, this man has survived and he has not revenged even a single way. See? Obeduru gi hera gi riwruok gi kanyakla. To waweuru weche manono. Weche manono mag propaganda mag ok bi konyowa. Nikech sani ji odhi skul. Ok wadak e ndalo mar Lwanda Magere gini michuo ng'ato gi tong'e kikawo gimoro. To wabet piny to waloso tiloso gimarach. Kamano.
Koro kajok wadhi mbele about religious leaders. I think gisani ineno kaka sani Gen Z chal ga gima oketo sirikal bumper to bumper kama. Koro about kinyalo way about religious leaders, onego bed ni gitimo ang'o at which moment, such kind of things.
In terms of religion, first of all, in religion, when you read the Bible, when you begin from Genesis, because we have to begin from Genesis coming to Revelation. When we begin from Genesis chapter 2 verse 8 going down to verse 12. It speaks of the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden had 4 rivers. First river was Pishon. Today they call it River Nile. First is Gihon. Gihon today is River Nile. The second river, they call it Pishon. Pishon is River Jordan. And the third river and the fourth is Euphrates and Tigris. That compasses the whole land of Avila. That is the crescent. The crescent, the ancient people call it the fertile crescent in the Middle East. So when you look at Garden of Eden is Africa and the Middle East. The rest are outer the garden. Religion, father of religion is Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ came in the early days of Abraham in Genesis, that is when Jesus Christ came first by the name of Melchizedek. And Abraham, out from conquering the other kingdoms, Abraham met Melchizedek and recognized him, because the spirit that was in Abraham was the same spirit that was in Melchizedek. So he recognized him and gave him 10th of all his wealth that nobody can do even today. We preach it, they tell the tithe. Who can give tithe today in real sense? You give 10,000, yet you have 1 million, your monthly salary. Who can give 100,000 every month? Nobody. So when Abraham met Melchizedek, that is the white horse in Revelation. And after Melchizedek coming to his people during the Minor Asia, Melchizedek had a personality, or his image was like an Indian man, seen, and he got lost in the cowshed. And when Jesus Christ was born from the cowshed that Melchizedek disappeared. When you read the holy scriptures of Indians, you will hear that. So when Jesus Christ came in Nazareth, his people knew him not, and they rejected him. But he had followers. And after his death, his followers were persecuted tremendously. Simon Peter was crucified in Rome. Paul in Rome. When you look at Thomas, went down to India, and the rest like that. So today, Jesus Christ came back to Africans like a black man that Africans don't realize. So when you don't realize your God, you want to know where you are going, because when a white man was coming to Africa, he used the Bible. He read the Bible and heard that there were a lot of gold along that river. So they came for the gold and they brought their governance. And today we are in their system. So black men should know about their own God. You see, Jesus Christ came in the image of a black man. And let Muslims not forget about the man who was called Bildad. You see? So today, the world is having a language of religion. Religion has been splitted in many faculties, or denominations are so many. But whatever we believe in Jesus Christ, the Son of God. We should take our children to church. We should take our children to church so that they may know God from the beginning and know church. You know, there is something that even if you are doing wrong, you know that you are doing wrong. We should take our children to church. Combined with the education, we'll have successful children. But if we go to school and we know not God, we will all perish. Yeah, we will all perish because we won't know what is sin and how is sin. Sin? Yeah, because even the generation of Akina Raila Amolo Odinga Jacom, they were Gen Zs. Remember when Raila Amolo Odinga was going for detention, and the time before detention, he was a Gen Z. Nobody has grown up to be at his age without passing through that language of Gen Z. It's only that it's a language of today. In those days, it was .com. You see? So we need to go to church. And our religious people, when you read in the book of Zechariah, you will hear the prophet speaking to the religion the religious leader, that they are blind. True, our leaders are blind today. Religious leaders are blind. You don't see people like Njoya, Father Muge, you see? Even today we can speak of somebody like Reverend Godia. You see, he's a man of God when he's speaking to people. So we need to have a mature brain. We don't become priests for the offerings and for the good that we receive from the people. We should teach the word of God to our children, that our children may grow knowing God. You see, in church there are wicked people, there are positive people. We go for positivity, good over evil always. Everywhere we are in government, we are in the village, we have good and evil people. So we should encourage good over evil, and that will be a healthy life to our people. Yeah, true.
Joganyana mampano winji wuonj kendo gi weche mabeyo ma osenyiswa. Kapok watieko to be wasetieko atieka. Aneno kiketo gimoro e ng'uti kanyo. Apani mano wach ma wabro wache next time. Anyway, wabedo godhiambo maber.
Kamano.